Hello, I'm John Bachman. The same-sex marriage fight continues across the country. Today, South Carolina's Supreme Court stopped issuing same-sex marriage license. That ruling came down today, and it prohibits any new licenses until a federal lawsuit on the state's ban is resolved. Earlier this week, of course, the U.S. Supreme Court passed up a chance to weigh in on same-sex marriages, which opened the door to legalizing it in 11 new states, including South Carolina, but the battle continues there with this move in the state's high court, but also in West Virginia. The Attorney General says that state will no longer fight the challenge to the same-sex marriage ban. And while on the campaign trail in Florida, stumping for Governor Rick Scott, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie was asked, along with Scott, about the Supreme Court's recent no decision on same-sex marriage.
Ultimately, the courts are going to decide, and we'll follow whatever the court decides.
All of us have our own points of view on lots of different issues, and there's nothing that gets sent out of the main office in Washington, D.C. telling you have to be for something or against something to be a good Republican.
Well, recent polls show Scott trailing former Governor Charlie Crist, who left the GOP to become a Democrat. Well, another former governor says he'll leave the Republican Party, too, if the GOP doesn't take a stand against gay marriage.
If the Republicans want to lose guys like me and a whole bunch of still God-fearing, Bible-believing people, go ahead and just abdicate on this issue, and while you're at it, go ahead and say abortion doesn't matter either.
Well, Mike Huckabee says he'd rather become an independent and find people who have the guts to stand for important issues. Well, you may have heard that North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un has been missing for a while. His absence from recent public appearances has also kicked the rumor mill into overdrive. Some reports say there's been a coup. Others say Kim is suffering from health problems, including gout. He was last seen more than a month ago, but if he misses North Korea's 69th anniversary celebration tomorrow, there will be even more speculation about the dear leader's status, who is actually running the world's most isolated nation, which is also a nuclear power. Well, the search continues in the woods of northeastern Pennsylvania for the man suspected of killing one state trooper and shooting another. And state police say they think they have a journal written by Eric Freen.
I will tell you, after reading this cold-blooded and absolutely chilling account, I can only describe Eric Freen's actions as pure evil.
Well, part of the journal includes a description of the attack on troopers nearly a month ago, 2 quick shots at the first victim, and then shooting the second. Freen has been on the run ever since. And NBC is refusing to comment on a report that they tried to hire away Jon Stewart from Comedy Central to host Meet the Press. New York Magazine says the Peacock Network held talks with the comedian about taking over for David Gregory, but Stewart declined. The move away from a traditional journalist to hire a comedian as the moderator would have been a major shift for the program, which is suffering some ratings challenges. Another update for you in 30 minutes. I'm John Bachman. Now we'll send it back to New York and the Steve Malzberg Show.